Okay, thank y'all everyone for the single report. Yeah, I just kind of changed up my antenna just a little bit and kind of moved it a little bit higher in the air and was just curious how I was getting out tonight. KJ5 IZS monitoring, I'm ready for the net.
No, I believe that is Jacob down in Johnson County, KJ5IZS. I don't think that's the Tyler station, AI5OL.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. That is Kilo Juliet 5, India Zulu Sierra, down here in Johnson County. Well, I got you. I had you 50 over, KJ5 IZS.
Okay, Jacob, I got your call sign right that time. Kilo Juliet 5, India Zulu Sierra. Good signal reports. You're about an S1 here, but good copy, everything. Thanks for coming in.
Jacob, your signal changed from a S5 to an S9 over here in Venus. KJ5 JQD.
Thank you, KJ5 JQD. I appreciate it. I'm going to clear out of here and let some more people get some signal reports before the net starts. KJ5 IZS clear.
Okay, I just heard Stephen in Jack County, Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Charlie Hotel. Good signal tonight. KJ5 ECH, KI5 LET.
Kilo Golf 5, Romeo Hotel.
All right, just want to give you a signal report. Got you a 5-7 here in Decatur. Anybody else here in Stephen out in Bryson?
I was hearing him a little scratchy, readable but scratchy. I wasn't quick enough to see the meter.
Whiskey 5, Sierra Tango Charlie. There's Steve and Crum, Denton County. Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry, I'm
All right. Hope you can do our Denton County relay station tonight. Thank you, sir. Anybody else have a signal report for Whiskey 5, Sierra Tango Charlie? That's Steve in Denton County.
He's coming into between an S2 and an S3 for me. KI5HXK, Southwest Fort Worth.
Hey, Steve, I just noticed that James got on NetLogger, KI5DQ. He's in Sherman. You want to make a call, see if you can get Kilo India 5, Delta, Quebec? he's probably on net logger and just waiting for the net to get around to the northern counties here. So I bet we can get him when we call Wise and Denton counties. We should be able to get him tonight. All right, KI5LET. Well, let's see. We're 3 minutes before the net starts. November 5, Fox Papa Delta, KI5LET.
Trying to find my foot switch, Tom. N5 SPD.
Hey, you're sounding great there. I believe you're net control tonight, and I'm going to be net logger.
All right, what an awesome team.
The dream team. Well, 3 minutes before the net starts, I'm going to go ahead and clear out the pre-net check-ins. Thanks, everybody, for the signal reports. Let me try one more time to get another one. Whiskey Charlie 5, Whiskey Charlie. Any copy, KI5LET. Well, I'm just not making it to the south and east very well tonight. All right, KI5LET. We'll be clear and monitoring. Waiting for the net to start here on 146580. Thanks, Jerry. I got you an S4 here indicator.
Looks like the clock on the wall says it's about time to start. There's a frequency in use. Well, it doesn't sound like the frequency's in use. So this is November 5, Foxtrot Papa Delta. Name is Wayne, and we're over here in Peaster, Texas, and we're going to be your net control operator this evening for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Welcome everybody to the frequency this evening. Glad that you're here and looking forward to getting things on the road here. Let's see, before we do, as always, we need to make an announcement or two or three or four, so we're going to do that. Let's see, we have, let's see, 2 listen-in frequencies, 444-925 and 145.310, and those are listen-in simulcast frequencies, courtesy of Mr. Tyler, WZ5TX. Appreciate him offering those for us to use. Makes it real easy for some of the people out in the outlying areas to be able to listen in on what's going on. It may not be able to hear me or may not be able to hear all the other stations that are going to be checking in this evening. NetLogger is up and running. Top KI5LET is going to do the honors this evening, from what I understand. And he's got some multitasking to do here a little bit later when we get around to checking the folks in at Wise County and to the north and east. So appreciate Top doing that. As always, I feel like that the people doing net logging they got the hard job. So I appreciate all those guys that are volunteering to do that from time to time. If you don't have NetLogger or don't know what it is, look it up on the internet. It's a free program you can download. It gives you an opportunity to see who's checked in and a little bit about their station. So it's kind of cool to follow along with that as well. Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike furnishes a YouTube live stream, which is pretty awesome. If you don't catch it, well, it's kind of sort of live stream. It's a little bit of a delay, but if you don't catch it this evening, you can always tune in tomorrow and listen to what happened while you were on vacation or while you were sleeping through the net this evening. We have a Facebook group, North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Would invite, if you have not joined yet, would invite you to join and kind of keep track of what's going on with all the participants here on the Simplex net. We have some stations scattered around that helps us rope everybody in, gets everybody checked in, and as always, we appreciate them helping us out. If at any time that you don't hear us catch your call letters, or maybe you hear somebody else that's in there trying to check in and the relay stations are not picking them up, then we'd appreciate for you just to say relay, and then we'll turn the frequency over to you and you can pick them up and help getting logged in. That way everybody participates in getting everyone rounded up and get them checked in correctly. We have a kind of a protocol that we normally follow. It's county by county check-ins, and we want to encourage anyone that's listening and maybe they missed their county for some reason. Maybe they had to go take care of something and they didn't get in time, or maybe they didn't hear the station that's calling for their county. Just go ahead and check in anytime. We do it county by county, as everybody that's familiar with the net understands, and that kind of helps us keep things in a semi-organized fashion. But we want to make sure that we get everybody in there and get everybody a chance to participate this evening. Again, this is November 5, Foxtrot Papa Delta. I'm Wayne up here in Peaster, Texas. Probably be here for a while, good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. So we appreciate having the opportunity to do the net tonight, and welcome everybody aboard. So before we do the county by county check-ins, we always leave a little space up here at the very beginning to pick up those who have not checked in before, so first-time check-ins, anybody that has upgraded their ticket, or anyone that is newly licensed. We want to give them an opportunity to kind of jump in and tell us a little bit about who they are and so on and so forth, and get some of the station information that's going on there if they're newly check-ins. At any rate, at this time, we're going to call on newly licensed folks, and as I always say, if you would please give your call letter slowly, phonetically, and that way we can get you in and make sure that everything's up and kosher running. N5 FPD, looking for first-time check-ins or newly licensed upgrade operators. Okay, newly licensed, upgrade, or first-time check-ins.
Kilo Golf 5, Romeo Hotel.
Okay, a little scratchy on the microphone there, but I got a kilo, and then I missed the letter, but it's Romeo Hotel. Try it one more time, please, sir.
Kilo Golf 5, Romeo Hotel. I've newly upgraded to general just a bit. I don't think I've been on the net since I've upgraded.
Congratulations. We appreciate that. Getting back on the net, number one, and secondly, congratulations on the upgrade. That's a pretty big step. So are you going to work some A shift now that you've got a general?
Yeah, I've got a 7300. Really just built a little cubicle quad to get to you guys because I couldn't get to you earlier. So this is a brand new antenna up on my roof, and just trying to do the best I can here.
Okay, well, we appreciate you checking in. Let's see, I think according to Top, this is Ron, and you're over in Denton County, is that right?
That's correct. I'm in Flower Mound, Texas, just off a high road, the highest road in the county. So I look out over Grapevine Lake. I got a pretty good look at the horizon and pretty good elevation.
You got a good signal over here, Ron. It's not pegging the S-meter or anything, but certainly a Q5 copy. Well, welcome aboard. Do I have any other first-time check-ins or newly licensed or upgrades that would like to come forward now? All right. Well, do I have any relays before we start our county? All right, nothing heard, so let's see. As we always start, since I live in Parker County, we're going to take check-ins from Parker County. Slowly, phonetically, everybody.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo.
Kilo, India 5, November, X-ray, Romeo.
Kilo, Golf 5, November, Quebec, Sierra.
Kilo, Golf 5, Sierra, Quebec, Juliet.
Kilo 5, Delta, Charlie.
Alpha, India 5, Romeo.
Well, that's a pretty good starter, and I appreciate y'all coming in there so organized. I got Mr. Walt up there, has always got a good signal. It's Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo. Kilo Golf 5, November, Quebec, Sierra. Pretty good signal over here in Peaster this evening. Kilo Golf 5, Sierra, Quebec, Juliet. And that's the Kilowatt 5, Delta, Charlie. I think that's the same as Kilo 5, isn't it?
Close stuff.
Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate you being here this evening. And then we got Alpha India 5 Romeo. That's a nice lineup. Do we have any others from Parker County?
Kilo, Golf 5, Papa, Mike, Romeo.
There's another good signal. Welcome aboard. Kilo Golf 5, Papa, Mike, Romeo. Any others from the big county of Parker?
Kilo, Juliet 5, Mike, Alpha.
Well, there's Mr. Mack. Good to have you here this evening. Kilo, Juliet 5, Mike, Alpha over there in the big city of Annetta. Anybody else in Parker County? I have any relays for Parker County? All right, well, we appreciate y'all checking in this evening with us, and I think I'm going to go up and hit our Lone Ranger up there in Jack County. Have I got anybody in Jack County this evening? Very good, Stephen. You're, let's see, I was looking to see if I had the preamplifier on because your signal's 20 over. So, yeah, you're doing a great job. The wind must be blowing all those electrons over here on my antenna. All right, anybody else in Jack County? All right, let's go ahead and we'll let Top make that call since he's kind of in charge of that area. But, you know, I think he probably would like for me to skip Jack County, but I just can't help myself, Stephen, because I know you're just up there on pins and needles. All right, let's see. The next on my list is Young County. Anybody in Young County this evening? Well, imagine, what's your tower height? 140 feet? Well, it's doing a good job. That Ringo Ranger, that's been around a long time. That's a good antenna. All right, anybody else in Young County? Well, my goodness, there's John over there, November Victor 5 Papa. What'd you do, take another day off? Well, I think the electrons are blowing over to the east. That's the whole problem there, John. Anybody else in Young County? We usually have somebody else in Young County. Do I have any relays? That's nothing heard. So let's see. I guess let's go over to Palo Pinto County.
Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Charlie X-ray.
I've got Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Charlie X-ray. That'd be Donnie over there. Good evening, Donnie. And we got Kilo Juliet 5 India Romeo Quebec. Every time I hear that India Romeo Quebec, I think about interrupt requests. I don't know why. Maybe because I program. Anyway, that's a pretty cool call. Anybody else in Palo Pinto? Any relays for Palo Pinto? I'm going to swing up a little bit to the north here. It seems to me like we usually have somebody in Haskell County. So we're going to try Haskell and Throgmorton. Try those two counties and see if we can rattle anybody up there. Haskell and Throgmorton. I'm going to open up my squelch here. I'm going to listen very carefully. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I guess the wind can cause that kind of damage. Maybe he'll get her straightened out for next week. All right. Let's see. That being the case, let's move over and see if we got anybody in Stevens County next. Got the Kilo Juliet. Yeah, I think I stepped on you. That Kilo Juliet 5, and I got a Foxtrot Victor. What else? Okay, Kilo Juliet 5 Delta Fox Victor. My apologies. I tell you, my foot switch sometimes just behaves like it wants to instead of how I want it to behave. All right, anybody else from Stevens? And we'll go ahead and while we got this direction pointed in there, let's look for Nolan and Taylor and Jones and Shackelford. Let's just go ahead and group those counties in, see if we got anybody that's out further to the west. Heard. Do I have any relay for any of those counties? Nolan, Taylor, Jones, Fisher, Shackelford. Nothing heard, so I know they've got a Hamfest out there in Midland tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe we got some folks that's headed out there for a good time on Saturday. All right, let's see. Next on my list would be Eastland County.
November 5 Romeo Mike Alpha. Whiskey 5 Juliet Delta. Kilo Foxtrot 5 Victor Sierra Papa.
That's three good signals. November 5 Romeo Mike Alpha. Got a good copy on you here in Peaster. Whiskey 5 Juliet Delta. Sean, you're not strong as normal, but maybe all those signals are going over the top of me. but certainly got a good copy on you, even though you've got a little scratchy in there, and I've got... Hey, Mike, if you don't mind, I think I'm just going ahead and let you take it away. I'm sure you can pick up some folks down in Brown, and Winston will be over in Comanche, and maybe you can pick up Nick over in Coleman and some of the other folks. So if you don't mind, could you take the reins for a short bit?
Yes, sir. Be glad to. I'll clear within 5 Fox Papa Delta. This is Kilo Foxtrot 5 Victor Sierra Papa. I'm assisting Net Control, who's in Parker County tonight for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Let me go ahead and make another call just in case in Eastland County check-ins to the Simplex net. All right, nothing heard. How about Comanche County check-ins?
WA5YME.
Whiskey 5 India Papa Romeo.
Copy 2 strong signals, Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee Mike Echo, and Whiskey 5 India Papa Romeo. Both great signals. Anybody else in Comanche County? Any other Comanche County check-ins to the Simplex net? All right, WA5YME, were you here in Net Control tonight in Parker County?
Do what?
Are you here in Net Control in Parker County?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right, well, hang in there. It's awful nasty out there tonight. I'll move on to, let's see, where am I at here? Let's go to, before I head off, let's call to the west a little bit. Any stations wanting to check into the Simplex net that may be west of Eastland? Callahan, Taylor, Nolan, Mitchell, out in that area. Callahan, Taylor, Nolan, and Mitchell. West of Eastland County, if you'd like to check in, call now. All right, not hearing anybody out west. Let's continue down, and let's go down into, let's call on Mills County. They're next, they're just south of there. Any stations in Mills County that are there and like to check in?
K5KV, horrible conditions tonight, Mike. You're about the only one I'm hearing.
Okay, Benny. Yeah, Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. Yep, you're just strong as usual. But yeah, it's a little nasty tonight. Any other stations that might be listening in Mills County? Any other Mills County check-ins? I'm close. How about Coryell County? Any stations that can hear Net Control in Coryell County? Give us a call.
Welcome to CWZ5TX repeater.
The time is 8.
All right, not here in Coryell County. Let's see. Let's make one more call for the following: Eastland, Comanche, Mills, or Coryell. If you're listening and you haven't checked in, call now.
Relay.
Go ahead, relay.
Yeah, K5MDY in Coryell.
Okay, all right. Was she hearing me?
Roger, she responded to you.
Wow, things are really nasty. Okay, we have Kilo 5 Mike Delta Yankee, that's Mish in Coryell. Could not pick her up tonight. Sorry about that, Mish. Let me clear with K5KV, and let me move over into Brown County. Brown County check-ins. All right, I've got a few Brown counties there. Alpha Charlie 5, Alpha Sierra, Alpha Bravo 5, Yankee Victor, Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Golf, You were a little light tonight, but everybody is a little light tonight. Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Romeo Hotel. Those are the ones that I heard. Anybody else in Brown County? Any relays, guys? Anybody in Brown County? Is there anybody I'm missing? Okay, all right. Thanks for checking in, guys. I really appreciate it very much. Let me clear with Brown County, and let's go over to Coleman County. Coleman County check-ins. Oh, Nick. Kilo India 5, Tango Lima Golf. Good to hear you. Everything okay tonight? The conditions are really, really rough, but I can copy. Anybody else in Coleman? Any other Coleman County check-ins? Hey, nothing heard. So I'll make one more call for Eastland County, Comanche County, Brown County, Coleman, Mills, Coryell County, and anybody out west of Eastland. If you can hear me and want to check in, call now. Well, thanks to everybody that checked in here on my turn. I'm going to turn it back to N5 Fox Papa Delta. This is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa.
Well, I sure do appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, conditions are very rough. I couldn't copy any of the stations. I could tell that Winston was there, and that was about it. So let me go ahead and run these stations that you picked up, and see if you would just see if I got them all. I've got Winston, of course, Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee Mike Echo, and after Winston was Whiskey 5, India Papa Romeo, and then I've got Benny, Kilo 5, Kilo Victor, Mish, Kilo 5, Mike Delta Yankee, Alpha Charlie 5, Alpha Sierra, Alpha Bravo 5, Yankee Uniform, and Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Golf, and Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Hotel, and the last one on my list here is Kilo India 5, Tango Lima Golf. So I think those are the ones that you picked up. Mike, could you confirm that I got all of them?
Now let me confirm, AC5AS, can you confirm it's Alpha Bravo 5 Yankee Victor, is that correct? I wanted to confirm, yeah, make a correction out of Brown County, Alpha Bravo 5 Yankee Victor, not uniform.
Okay, that makes more sense. My U's and V's, I guess I'm getting sloppy. I was going to say in my old age, but I think it's been there for a while. That's Alpha Bravo 5 Yankee Victor, correction for that. So maybe we got some information there from Tom. All right, so appreciate you doing that. Like I said, the conditions are pretty rough. I couldn't copy, really couldn't copy any of those stations. So appreciate you being there, Mike, and picking those up. So we're gonna move over here and see what we can do in ERAF County. Anybody in ERAF County this evening that'd like to check in a North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, come now.
Kilo Bravo 5 Alpha Kilo Oscar. Wayne, we've got a lot of West Texas dust in the atmosphere over here in Erath County. I'm sure it's affecting the propagation. Over.
Oh, I'm sure, Victor. It's pretty rotten to the west side. So yeah, and the signals that I was able to pick up were usually quite a bit stronger than what they were tonight. So yeah, the conditions are not favorable for us in that direction anyway. Anybody else in Erath County?
Juliet 5, Alpha Papa Sierra.
I've got Kilo India 5, Alpha Papa Sierra. Welcome aboard. Anybody else in ERAF?
Correction.
Go ahead, correction.
It's Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Papa Sierra.
Okay, was it Kilo Juliet 5 or Kilo India 5?
Kilo Juliet 5.
Okay, sorry about that. Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Papa Sierra. I guess I was emphasizing the Alpha Papa Sierra, and I forgot about the most important letter there. All right, anybody else in ERAF?
Alpha Charlie 5 Lima Mike.
Do I have any relays for ERAF?
Relay.
Break it.
Go ahead, relay.
Hey, Wayne,
Alpha Charlie 5 Lima Mike.
just need you to repeat all the call signs if you can. I got one in ERAF County so far, KJ5 APS, but I missed the first one, and it's my fault, but just remember to repeat them all when they come in, because I can't hear them unless they're pretty close. KI5LET.
K-Top. Well, you know, I try to do that, but sometimes I get excited, I guess, and overlook that. So, yeah, that was Victor, Kilo Bravo 5 Alpha, Kilo Oscar, Victor, and, of course, Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Papa Sierra were those two. So, yeah, are there any other ERAF counties?
Relay.
Okay, go ahead, relay.
Alpha Charlie 5 Lima Mike.
Okay, I've got the Alpha Charlie 5 with that Lima Mike.
QSL.
Okay, Alpha Charlie 5 Lima Mike. Anybody else in ERAF? All right, let's move over to Hood County. Let's see if we have a run here in Hood County this evening.
K5 Echo Sierra Victor Clayton. WC5T
Kilo 5 Bravo Yankee Foxtrot Mike. Kilo 5 Whiskey Sierra November Bill.
Kilo 5 Whiskey Mike Juliet Mark.
Kelton.
And Kilo Foxtrot 5, Quebec Echo Zulu, George.
Alpha 5 Delta Whiskey Danny. It's a fine group of folks there. Kilo 5 Echo Sierra Victor Clayton. And Kilo 5 Bravo Yankee Fox, Mr. Mike. Kilo 5 Whiskey Sierra November, that's Bill, and of course Kelton. Kilo 5 Lima Quebec. It's good to see y'all over there at the Hamfest. Was that last week or week before last? I can't remember, but anyway, I'm glad you came by, and we had a nice little visit. Enjoyed that. And we've got Kilo Fox 5 Quebec Echo Zulu. That's Mr. George. And we got Danny, Alpha 5 Delta Whiskey. That's a fine group from Hood County. I appreciate y'all doing that slowly, phonetically, and most importantly to me is your name. Maybe I can get that right and remember it next go around. All right, anybody else in Hood County?
Kilo 5 Whiskey Mike Mark.
I heard somebody, but I just wasn't able to pick it up. Can I get a relay?
Kilo Whiskey 5 Juliet.
I guess we'll try a little bit later. Maybe things will straighten out here on the atmosphere. Let's see, Somerville County, come next.
Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango.
Here's one I haven't heard in a while, Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango. I guess I should know who you are, but I don't. What's your name?
This is Kelly, Kilo, Echo, Lima, Lima, Yankee, here just outside Glen Rose.
Okay, Kelly. Well, I'm glad that you're here this evening. The call sounded really familiar, but I hadn't heard you in a couple of weeks, or was I sleeping?
Negative. I am employed at a church, and when we have our upward season, our upward basketball season, I'm pretty much unavailable on Friday night.
Okay, well, I was beginning to doubt my own memory, but I sure appreciate you clearing that up. Well, good to have you here this evening, Kelly. Let's see, anybody else in Somerville? All right, nothing heard in Somerville, and considering the conditions are as poor as they are, Wiley, are you on board to run some counties for us?
I have a relay, Whiskey 5, Kilo, Mike, Juliet. That's Mark, Hood County.
Relay me too, Kelly. Okay, I've got Mark, Whiskey 5, Kilo, Mike, Juliet. I think there was another relay in there.
Yes, the other one is Whiskey 5, MLD. Yeah, that's it. W5 MLD is the other relay.
Okay, Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta. I was looking for him. I guess I didn't copy him. So, yeah, conditions are pretty poor because Mike's usually got a good signal in here. All right, let's see. Where were we? Oh, yeah, Wiley. Almost forgot. Are you ready to take the rein and help us out a little bit?
Yes, this is Whiskey Charlie 5, Whiskey Charlie. Are you hearing me?
I hear you. Are you on the vertical now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I hear you on the verticals. Now, when you go to horizontal, not horizontal, but the beam, I'm not going to be able to copy you. So, and I think the repeater that Top normally listens to is not doing very well this evening, so we may have to have some repeats there, but I'll try my best to get them all. Wiley, if you would, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going to start out on the vertical. We'll do Bosque County first. Check-ins from Bosque County.
November 9, Kilo Golf Lima, Robert.
Okay, I have November 9, Kilo Golf Lima, Robert. Anybody else in Bosque County? Band conditions are sure bad tonight, I know that. Stand by while I switch the beam. Okay, beam's pointing to the east. How about Hill County check-ins? Anyone in Hill County that would like to check into the net? Nothing heard. We'll try Freestone and Limestone counties. That's probably stretching it for tonight. Anderson, Leon, Van Zant counties. Okay, beam pointing down toward Waco, McLennan County. How about somebody in McLennan County?
Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Delta Mike. Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Delta Mike.
I copy Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Delta Mike. Anybody else? Okay, anybody in Milam County like to check in? Okay, I heard a carrier. Say again. Wayne, I got 2 check-ins for you.
Okay, I think between hearing you and hearing the other check-ins, I think I got them, but you can confirm it. But I got November 9 Kilo Golf Lima, that was Robert, and Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Delta Mike, that's Chuck down yonder, and yeah, that's what I've got. Hopefully those two are correct.
Yeah, that's correct, and band conditions are terrible. I'm surprised we got them. So back to the control, WC5WC.
Okay, I don't know, did we miss Hamilton County, or was I sleeping during that time?
I think Mike probably got that. That's a little group down there.
Okay, all right, fantastic. Well, I just didn't want to leave anybody out. Okay, so we're going to move over here to Tarrant County and see if we got some folks over there, and then we'll probably pick up a few, and then who can't check in and hear me maybe can get Mr. Trey over there to help us out on that direction. So, Tarrant County, come now.
Break.
I heard somebody say something. Come again.
Could you read back the Wiley's call signs? I could not hear any of Wiley's, unfortunately. KI5LET.
Okay, November 9 Kilo Golf Lima and Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Delta Mike.
Got him, thanks.
You're very welcome. All right, let's go for Tarrant County.
Well, I won't be shy. November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima, Jason.
Alpha Echo 5 Juliet Tango.
Lima, I hope all is going well over there in the, is it white settlement or has it turned red?
Well, Alpha Echo 5 Juliet Tango was checking in, and I missed some of that, but as far as I know, the sign still says white settlement, even though that's kind of embarrassing.
Well, I was talking about the West Texas red dirt that's moved into the territory. All right, so we got November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima, and who was the Alpha Echo 5?
Alpha Echo 5 Juliet Tango Jeffrey.
Okay, I just can't copy. Can you give me a relay there, Jason?
Yeah, Roger. It's Alpha Echo 5 Juliet Tango. That's Jeffrey. I think he's down over in Hewlin area.
Okay, well, I think that the handwriting's on the wall. Trey, are you available to run that area over there?
Sure, let's see what we can do there, Wayne. This is Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, and we are at Tarrant County at this point. If you hadn't checked in, come with your call now.
KB5 Romeo Mike.
Whiskey Alpha 5 Uniform Sierra.
5 Delta Alpha November Arlington.
Bravo Delta Charlie Mobile.
Kilo India 5 Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
Alpha India 5 Oscar Lima.
November 3 Delta Mike Echo.
Whiskey 5 Lima Tango Zulu.
All right, let's run this list real quick. I got KB5RM, that is Les over there in Arlington. And then Whiskey Alpha 5 Uniform Sierra Yankee. And then Dan, it's another week, and I still don't have the first part of your call down. Can you tell it to me one more time?
Alpha India 5 Oscar Lima.
Kilo Victor 5 Delta Alpha November.
Kilo Victor 5 Delta Alpha November. See, I didn't put up the sticky note like I thought I would there. All right, we got you in the log, and then there was another station ending in C. It looks like Top has got that as Kilo Juliet 5 Bravo Delta Charlie. Then I got Keith, my neighbor, KI5 HXK. And then, Dan, I got your call. I was talking about the other DAN over there in Arlington. I apologize. And that is Alpha India 5 Oscar Lima. Then N3 DME, that's Dave. You're 30 over this evening. I think that's the strongest I've ever heard you. Whiskey 5 Lima Tango Zulu. And I think that's the end of the list. Any other Tarrant County stations?
KB5 WB.
All right, KB5WB got you in the log, but then there was another station. Could I get a relay on that one?
Relay, Delta Mike Echo.
Go ahead, relay.
Kilo 2, Romeo Oscar Golf, and also Kilo India 5, Uniform Whiskey Kilo, Dewey and Greg.
Well, perfect. That I'm glad you got those two stations in there. They broke the squelch, but I couldn't pull any more out. So that was Kilo 2, Romeo Oscar Golf, and then Kilo India 5, Uniform Whiskey Kilo. We got them in the log. All right, last call for Tarrant County.
Kilo Echo 5, Echo Charlie X-Ray, KE5 ECX, Tim in Grapevine.
Kilo Echo 5, Echo Charlie X-Ray. We got you in the log there from Grapevine. All right, really and truly the last call for Tarrant County. Okay, let's move it over to Dallas County. Let's see if we've got any check-ins over there.
November Charlie 5, Papa, Doug in Dallas.
Well, NC5P, you may be the only one there for Dallas County this evening, but certainly appreciate you checking in with us. Any other Dallas County stations? All right, let's move down to Johnson County real quick and see if we've got anybody down there.
Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey.
Kilo Juliet 5, India Zulu Sierra.
All right, picked up Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey, and Kilo India 5, India Zulu Sierra. Couldn't read my own writing there. Any other Johnson County stations?
Negative on the call, Trey. Negative on the call. It is Kilo Juliet 5, India Zulu Sierra.
See, I thought the little bottom of my J there. I'm sorry. Kilo Juliet 5, India Zulu Sierra. We got you in the log. All right, let's clear with Johnson County and move over there to Ellis County. See who we've got over there.
K5 WXY, Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, Waxahachie.
Kilo India 5, Victor India,
Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Quebec, Delta Venus.
All right, picked up Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, Kilo India 5, Yankee Victor India, that's JD down there in Maypearl, I believe, and then Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Quebec Delta.
Relay.
Last station, try that one more time.
Relay.
Go ahead, relay, sorry.
Yeah, W5GM up in Collin County.
Whiskey 5, Golf Mike. All right, that's a good catch there, Gary. Glad you got him in the log. And while I've got you, do you mind giving a shout-out to points to the east and south?
Not a problem. Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee Waxahachie, looking for check-ins to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net
out east, southeast, or northeast of the Metroplex. Okay, I got Kilo Juliet 5 India Golf Charlie, and I got a relay from W5GM. Go ahead. Okay, I copy Kilo Juliet 5 Juliet Hotel Yankee on a portable. Any other check-ins out east, southeast, or northeast of the Metroplex? Where's my Tyler station? Trey, I got the squelch wide open and I'm not hearing anything else.
Well, that's okay, Gary. We got you got a couple in there. I think Top got him in there. Was it Kilo Juliet 5 India Golf, and then Kilo Juliet 5 Juliet Hotel Yankee.
The India Golf should be Kilo Juliet 5 India Golf Charlie.
All right, see, that's the part I had the IC or IGC written down. I just didn't have the Kilo Juliet 5. So Top will get the C on there. He just got that in there, and I think we're good to go. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. And I think with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Wayne for the rest of the net. KE5NGM back to net control.
Well, thanks a lot, Trey. I appreciate you doing that because I was having difficulties copying those signals as well. Some of them were pretty strong, but most of them were certainly not up to par. So appreciate you taking care of that. So I guess the next in line, it would be Wise County. I know Top's there. I can copy Top, but I think the best thing to do, considering the conditions, if you don't mind, Top, if you could do double duty, we would appreciate that.
Okay, thanks, Wayne. Glad to do it. This is Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango, Assistant Net Control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Looking for check-ins from Wise County. Wise County check-ins.
Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot, November Sierra.
Whiskey Delta 5, Echo, Echo India.
All right, we had a pile up there. That was great. That's never happened in Wise County before. All right, I got the first one wrong. It was a dupe. I heard Kilo India 5 Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot. You doubled with, I think, a Kilo Juliet 5 station. Come back. All right, slow fingers here. Kilo Juliet 5, Romeo Kilo X-Ray, QSL. All right, finally, that's Zenos in Paradise. My fingers were all tongue-tangled. And then Gary KI5UXF. So we got Jason in Rome, Kilo Delta 5, Fox, November Sierra. And another Paradise station, 2 in Paradise tonight, Glenn, Whiskey Delta 5, Echo, Echo India. Any other Wise County check-ins? Okay, let me try out west. How about Jack County or Young County check-ins? KJ5, ECH, are you still available to make a call from Jack County? I was going to try to get Stephen to make a call from Jack County if you're still there. KJ5 ECH. All right, let's go north, Cook County or Grayson County's check-ins. Please come now. Montague County check-ins or Oklahoma check-ins? All right, let's go straight over to where the action is. Let's have Denton County check-ins. Please come now.
Kilo 5 Delta Tango Hotel.
November 5, Yankee Alpha India. November 5, November Alpha.
All right, let me process this batch. I think I got them all except for the last one. Kilo 5 Delta Tango Hotel. That's David in Argyle. Whiskey 5, Sierra Tango Charlie, that's Steve in Crum. Kilo 5, Bravo Yankee X-Ray, that's Philip in Sanger. And November 5, Yankee Alpha Indio, that's John and Justin. John, you have the strongest signal in that batch. And then November 5, November station, come back one more time.
November 5, November Alpha, Hickory Creek, Texas.
All right, that was November 5, November Alpha, James in Lake Dallas. Okay, everybody is in the log there. And at this time, I'm going to pass it off to Steve in Denton County, Whiskey 5, Sierra Tango Charlie. See if you can get any more Denton County check-ins or Collin or east or north of your location. We got Colin, we got Whiskey 5 Golf Mike and a couple other stations up that way. So I think we're doing all right. All right, this is KI5LET, back to net control. Let me know if you need me to repeat any of those for you, Wayne.
I think you're doing great there, Top. Everything is working out just fantastic. Really bad conditions this evening, but at any rate, we're going to make it through here. We're going to make another call for late check-ins. Anybody that can hear this station that would like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, come now.
Whiskey Delta 5, Mike.
Well, welcome aboard, David. Whiskey Delta 5, Mike. Great signal. It sure doesn't, condition sure doesn't degrade your signal. It's always good. Anybody else want to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net? All right. Stephen, Kilo Julie 5.
Yeah, I got a relay.
Oh, are you still there? No, I guess you're not copying top, or there was a break involved somewhere there. But you offered to make a call, and I thought, well, I'll just take you up on it. How about it? Well, absolutely. We're always ready to pick up some other stations. Go after it. Okay, is it J or is it Golf Quebec Tango? Is that right? Okay, I could hear him in there, and of course he checks in normally, but he didn't have a very good signal this evening. So I appreciate you doing that for us over there, Stephen, and hopefully you know, we can pick up some others up there around your neck of the woods. So we're going to make another last call before we go to the next section of the net. Any late check-ins? This is November 5, Fox Papa Delta for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net.
November 8, Hotel Romeo Victor.
Okay, there was a hotel radio, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to copy it. One more time.
Relay.
Okay, go ahead, relay.
That was November 8, Romeo Delta Victor, I believe, AI50L.
It was November 8, Hotel Romeo Victor.
Hotel Romeo Victor, November 8, Hotel Romeo Victor.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. We got it. November 8, Hotel Romeo Victor.
Relay.
Good pickup. All right, anybody else? Last call.
And I think Gary's got a relay, KE5NGM.
Relay.
Go ahead, Trey.
Go ahead, relay.
Okay, I've got a late check-in, Ellis County for Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Foxtrot uniform.
All right, let me pass that along. That is Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Foxtrot uniform. They are in the log. Thank you, Gary, and Wayne, back to you, KE5NGM.
Okay, thank you, Trey, and thank you, Gary. Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Foxtrot uniform. Very good. Appreciate that. Boy, conditions are rough. All right, let's go to the next section, and that next section is anybody that heard somebody that they'd like to talk to tonight and get a signal report, maybe a general signal report, or just make a call or two, then let me have your call letters on the list. That we'll take. Any takers to make a call, now's your chance. All right, nothing heard. So one more last call before we close the net. Anybody else would like to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net that's getting close to the end game? All right, nothing heard. Do I have any relays? All right, with that, I want to tell everybody how much I appreciate you checking in. Thanks, Top, for doing the net logger this evening. For all the participants, of course. For all the relay stations that helped. Without you guys checking in and doing the relays and all this other work, it wouldn't be as much fun. So, appreciate you being there. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope the sand doesn't get in your eye. And we wake up tomorrow and it's a bright sunny day. 73s, everybody, from November 5, Foxtrot, Papa, Delta in Peaster, Texas.
Late check-in, NAWWR in the attic, Tarrant County. Hey, Romy just tried to check in.
And Top, I don't think I officially checked in. Kilo Echo 5, November Golf, Mike.
Do you guys copy Romy in the attic?
It's terrible being taken for granted, isn't it, Trey?
Relay.
Top, did you hear Romy trying to check in? He's in the attic. NAWWR was in there.
Who was the station with the relay out there trying to check Romy in?
Well, there were several, actually, but NAWWR thinks that.
And hello, Romy, KE5NGM. You're sounding good over here, S8 or 9, so making the trip to Southwest Fort Worth just fine.
Yeah, the shore Ringo in the attic on a yardstick, so.
Can't hear Romy, but I got him on line 82, and I got Trey on line 81.
I copied Romy and Waxahachie. You know, K5 DCH is relentless about me checking in over here. He's like, I guess you don't check in over here anymore. I'm like Dave, so. NAWWR.
Down and good, Romy. We got to get some more of our Denton County people on here.
That's the absolute truth. K5DTH. You out there, Romy?
Yeah, you got a copy on my short Ringo on the yardstick up in the attic?
S7 over here.
it. He said, well, I guess you don't check in the net anymore. I said, well, let me...
You'll figure it out, won't you? Remember my Ringo in the front window of the previous house? You can still see it on QRZ.
Yeah, I hear you, but I remember what I used to be able to hear when I had the G7 144 up on the roof, so... you know, going from here and or a lot more than what I hear on this. But anyways, you know, we all can't be, you know, whatever. It's what it is. Dave, good seeing you today. Good lunch, and thanks for motivating me to check in tonight.
That Ringo will handle 400 watts.
It'll handle a kilowatt, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if you do the math, it's not as much gain as like if I ran like, you know, like 200 to the G7 144.
6 of one, half a dozen of another. Literally in this case.
Yeah, no, you're right. I can throw that bad boy up on the roof and just pump a lot of power in it, but I lose receive gain. The G7 144 gives me that receive gain on the receive side, so...
You're preaching to the choir there with all mine in the attic.
Romy, you copy K5WXY in the attic. I do copy K5WXY. What's going on, Gary? Believe it or not, you're a 5.7 in the Waxahachie. No, good deal. Yeah, I'm running about 75 feet of RG LMR 240. And yeah, a little short Ringo up in the attic there, and it's a one-story house. And a lot of little yardstick up there, so yeah. Dave, at one time, believe it or not, I had a one of those 18-foot collineers, 70-foot collineers up my attic. I got the really high peaked roof, you know, high peak attic, and you could put you know, a 3-piece. It was one of the trams. I put one of those up in the attic, but I ended up burning it up. But anyways, yeah, it fit up in there. All right, they're over on 220 probably. All right, NAW here.
You know, Waxahachie Station's sounding good out here in Denton County.
Hey, Wayne, you still around N5, TXL.
I guess you're talking to me. I'm just walking out the door. What's happening?
During the net, you mentioned something about the dust storm coming through, and I wanted to tell you, I was born and grew up in Lubbock, and I had a friend ask me today how I was doing, or if I was up to something. I remember the exact phrasing, but I said, I'm having memories today, memories of haboobs. And yeah, so I figured like that's probably the best answer. Every time I walked outside, I was just not a happy camper.
Well, I know there was a period of time in my life many years ago that we did quite a bit of work out in the Lubbock area. Actually, it was south of Lubbock, in O'Donnell, Tahoka, Lamesa, all those areas out there. And I remember days where you couldn't hardly see across the street. In fact, it sometimes when you were out in the field with all that cotton, you didn't even know if you was at the end of the rope.
Yes, sir. I know exactly what you're talking about. Way back in the day, I lived across the street from a cotton field because we lived on the very outskirts of Lubbock, and I have a distinct memory of it being a full-on dirt storm, and me hearing a weird sound. I just couldn't figure out what the sound was. It was actually starting to scare me a little bit, and then just out of the dirt, one of those combines just emerged, and he was just about at the road by the time he could see it. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know where Gale is?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, anyway, it's on the road to O'Donnell as you go through Snyder, and then you head up to O'Donnell. And I bought a Bronco many years ago. It's probably, I'm trying to think, it was probably in the late 80s, early 90s. And I wanted a certain type of vehicle, and they had one over at Gale, and I had that Bronco for many, many years, and the smell of that West Texas dust never did get out of the vent.
No, once it works its way in there, it's there for good. We had my first car when I was 16 was the car that we had in Lubbock, and every time we get in there, my friends who were in East Texas at the time, we lived in Pittsburgh for a bit, they would get in there like, your car smells dusty, and I'm like, I know.
I heard somebody else in there. Who was that? This is N5 FPD. Well, I must be hearing things. Well, I'm going to head to the house, Jason. It's been fun, but I'm going to see if I can relax a little bit and pop a top. So good hearing you this evening, and keep up the good work over there, and hold the fort down, as they say. N5 FPD.
Alrighty, sir. You have a good evening, 7-3. N5 TXL.
I'm glad you keyed up, Jason. You reminded me of something there. Hope you're doing well. NAWR.